like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun.
I know you are hurting, and I know you think it's you and you're to blame. You're not to blame at all. It's not you. That's another subject. I just made a video about that a couple days ago and uploaded it. Let me put the cap on. So here's the deal. Why are they coming back, and why are they coming back to you? That's really important to understand. I'm going to read this off. This explains it. All right. They're dying inside. They're totally, and this is a key word, empty emotionally inside, and they're hurting really bad. They're lonely and feeling emotionally empty and alone. Sure, they may go to the clubs or the parties or whatever, but inside they are feeling completely empty emotionally because those empty people that they surround themselves with at the clubs, at their parties, at their friend's house, they can't fill them up at all because those people are empty emotionally. So they're around a bunch of other people that are empty, that drink and do drugs and do anything they can to distract themselves from this pain. The only time they feel good is when they're around you, and that's why they keep trying to pull you back in. That's why they're hoovering you. And remember, the only way they can feel good is by hurting you emotionally. Therefore, what happens is you basically open up and you get mad or you cry and you push emotions out, and your energy, your emotions go into them and it fills up their tank. That's why they want you, because you have really good energy. That's why they picked you. You are the good one, but they don't want you to know that, because if in their mind, well, if they know that they're a good person, that they have really good energy, they're going to try to find someone better. That's their number one biggest fear, is that you're going to find someone better than them. And that's why they have to convince you, to hurt you emotionally, to cut you down, to make you feel like you're nothing. Get it now? So watch this. Those other people are empty. Think of it as a gas truck or a gas tank, or when you go to the gas station, the pump. Imagine the gas tank is empty. All those people that they're around, that they hang out with and act cool. Yeah, we're cool. And they bump elbows like, yeah, we're cool, right? We're the good ones, right? Or we're the cool guys. They're all empty. They're all bullshitting each other. And they all feel like shit. If those people were full, then they would fill them up and make them feel good, and they wouldn't need to come see you. If they have so many great friends and so many awesome people around them, why do they keep coming back to you? Do you remember that TV series Breaking Bad, where that professor is nicknamed Heisenberg made that really pure crystal meth that everybody had to have? Here's the thing that you probably don't quite get or understand. You probably heard it in other, narcissist videos and from other people, but they never said it in a way that you really, really got it. Here's the deal. You are like this pure love, and they have to have this pure love. And the thing is, they don't want you to know how special your love is. It makes everyone around you feel really good. And that's the thing. That's why they devalued you. So you would never find out that you have this amazing love that everybody has to have. And they especially have to have it. They have to have their 99.6% pure Heisenberg love, if you want to call it that, okay? Here's the other thing that they know, that they are terrified of you finding out. So my last narcissist showed up 9 months later after I blocked him from everything, okay? One of the last things they said to me is how terrified they were that someone else was going to find me and that I was going to leave with them and forget all about them. They know that love energy that you have inside you is that pure and that special to people, and that they have to have it. You're the one that doesn't know, because your entire life, all these narcissists around you have convinced you that you're the complete opposite of that. And that's what you need to learn about yourself, how special your love actually is. People can feel it just by being around you, and it makes them feel loved, and everybody wants to feel that. So remember, you're the Heisenberg of love, 96.6% pure. Maybe it was 96.7% pure. But you're the Heisenberg of love, and everybody has to have it. You are valuable. Look, I'm trying to get you to understand something, and I don't know if I got the message across. You literally have the drug that they are addicted to. They have to have it. That gives you power on this planet, especially when it comes to narcissists. You have what they want, and they've done everything in their power to hide it from you, to not let you know, number one, that you have it, and number two, that they are hooked. And they are hooked like they're hooked on a drug. Number three, they are terrified that someone else is going to come along and discover you. It's like discovering a gold mine or a diamond mine. They know that if someone else comes along and discovers you, they're gonna snap you up, and they're gonna keep you forever, and they're gonna treat you very, very well. That is what they're afraid of. Because you make them feel good. Because inside you is good. All right? That is the key to this. If they come back, they'll love bomb you. They'll apologize, and they will tell you anything that they think you want to hear. Oh, I've changed. I'm going to change. I'm in therapy. They're lying. They're bullshitting. Even if they do go to therapy, all they're doing is bullshitting the therapist. They're doing the same thing the therapists are doing to you. All right. So here's the deal. Reject them. Don't let them back in, because they're going to rip your heart out. They're going to go through the same cycle of the love bombing and then all the other stuff after that, okay? So when you reject them viciously, that's their number one fear, and it's going to hurt them really bad. Now you think, oh, that's mean. No, what they're going to do to you is horrifying. It's going to destroy you. Don't let them back. In fact, that's a very important message. They will destroy you on purpose. Now, their intention is to constantly cut you down so you don't realize how valuable you are, so you don't leave them. That's why they do that, okay? But what ends up happening is they basically destroy you emotionally, and it's just like this bag of drugs right here, this blue crystal. They think it's all gone. They think it's empty, like they used it all up. Like, oh, well, there's no more love energy here, so I've got to move on to the next victim. The reason why they think that is because a narcissist cannot regenerate their own love and that same energy. You can. Now, after you get damaged, it may take you months, maybe even years to get back to yourself. But a narcissist can, okay, they are empty inside. There's nothing inside, and they can't regenerate love or energy or receive it from the universe, from the sun, from the air, from all that stuff. They have to take from other people because they don't have whatever I'm going to call it, that mechanism inside to do it for themselves. That's why they constantly empty people, and they assume, oh, once you're empty, well, you can't refill. You can refill. They can't. The reason why I'm saying reject them viciously is because if they realize like the door's closed, they don't care about me anymore, it stings them. The last thing a narcissist can do is continually come back to a source that stings them and stings them. But as an empath or as a light worker or a good person, your thing is, well, I want to be nice to them. It's the holidays. Oh, yeah. This is the other reason why they're coming back. Is because it's the holidays and because they know you're empathetic. So they know you're gonna feel sorry for them, which is, again, it's one of their tools. It's their first and number one tool they use on it. I'm the victim. Feel sorry for me, right? Because they know you're an empath or empathetic, and that, well, you're going to say, well, it's holidays, Mike. Come on, can't you give them a break? It's not about giving them a break. They're predators. They are using your kindness against you. That if you don't see it now, you will see it after they hurt you again. You're going to be like, holy shit, this whole thing was a setup. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. So they know that you're going to feel sorry for them. Well, it's the holidays. I think I'm going to let the barrier down. I'll open the door, let them in. Don't do it. Because that's what they're trying to do. All they need to do is get in, and they know that. Don't do it. All right? So it's not your job to take care of them. It's your job to block them and do everything in your power to keep them from coming back, including them rejecting them viciously. Because if they keep coming back to you and they get stung, they're eventually be like, I'm not going back there. It hurts too much emotionally. All right? The next thing you have to do is take care of yourself. You have to learn how to spend time with yourself. You have to learn how to be comfortable with yourself. One of the things I had a therapist a long time ago, an energy healer, After a breakup I did in my early 30s, she was like, "Don't date for." She tried to do it for 4 years. She goes, then she went down to 2 years. I'm like, "No way, I can't do that," because I was always in a relationship. She was 1 year. Don't date. Don't go on a coffee date. Don't go to movies with someone. You go to work. You go home, and you spend time with your emotions. You hold yourself. You curl up on the couch. You cry with yourself. You love yourself. You start saying good things to that little child, that being inside you. Maybe I'll make another video on that, but the more you spend time with yourself, you start getting comfortable to the point where when someone abusive comes around and starts to hurt you, you're like, fuck that. You literally would be like, I'd rather spend time alone, because you learn how to do things by yourself. You learn how to enjoy life. The greatest power and the greatest freedom you'll ever receive is when you learn how to feel comfortable being alone, going to the movies alone, going to dinner alone. Because now all of a sudden you don't need someone to go to the movies. You don't need someone to go to for a hike. You don't need someone to go to dinner. You can do all this stuff on your own. You can watch TV alone. You can do your work alone. You can do a lot of stuff. And all of a sudden, okay, so I didn't get the message across quite right. So here's the deal. When you don't feel comfortable alone and enjoy your own company, you feel empty, you feel lonely. So what do? A narcissist comes into your life and you put up with their bullshit, and you put up with them hurting you and ripping your heart and soul out and hurting your heart really bad because you don't want to be alone. When you find yourself being very comfortable in fact, I'm at a point now to where I can't imagine being in another relationship because I'm so content with myself now. I'm so happy. Whereas before, I hated being alone. I needed love. I needed someone to love me. When you learn how to love yourself and truly love yourself, it's a feeling of freedom that's unlike anything else. Once you reach that point, you'll never put up with someone's bullshit. You'll be like, oh, I'm done. I don't need you. And you're going to leave. And that is what I'm saying. Before, you did need someone. You did need them. And that's why you put up all those damaging, hurtful things that they did to you.